Hello, everyone. I want to welcome you to this week's growth call. My name is Steve Jane. We have these growth calls every week to talk about how Bisq has been doing and what we can do to help Bisq grow even more. If you're new around here, Bisq is what we like to say is the only true Bitcoin exchange that's decentralized that you can use to trade Bitcoin for fiat currencies and vice versa, or Bitcoin for other cryptocurrencies, while staying private, secure, and without having to trust any other central servers or companies. There's more details in the links. We'll add more links in the description below if you'd like to see more details on Bisq and how it works. As for now, there is a, I guess I should add the link to the Hangout in the YouTube chat. If you'd like to participate within the chat, please feel free to join the Hangout. Otherwise, send your questions and comments in the chat, and we will respond as we can. Looks like on the call we have Christoph and Aruna joining us. Hello, everybody. And welcome everybody on YouTube. As far as the agenda goes, we have the agenda on GitHub. We would like to talk about a couple of things. We'll go through a very brief market update. Not a whole lot to talk about there right now because it's the beginning of the month. But then we'd like to talk, main topic for today is the blogging initiative that we'd like to start. And comments on the upcoming release, which should be happening next week from Christoph. And a brief note on upcoming events. We've had a couple of events happen recently, and then we have a couple more happening in the near future that you guys might like to know about. So yeah, I guess we could just jump right in. Market update first. Yeah, like I said, not a whole lot to say here. But one thing notable is that the Monero has been doing relatively well to start the month with, how many trades is it? An above average number of trades for the beginning of the month. And yeah, anything to add for that, you guys?
Sorry, Steve, I just had an audio glitch.
Oh, I was just wondering, I just mentioned the Monero bit for the month. Yeah. And wondering if anything else to add.
No, probably not. Also, if you compare it to last month, it's still a little bit lower than what we saw last month, but still it's slowly picking up speed again. So yeah, it might be a similar month in the end, like what we saw in January. So, but yeah, it's as you said, it's just too early. After 7 days, you can't hardly do a good prediction on that.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, and I guess one thing that we could do is there's a spreadsheet where we kind of keep track of Bisq volume and various metrics for the Bisq network. That if you'd like to take a look, I'll put it in the Hangout. There we go. Cool. So the next topic is the blog. So that's an initiative that we would like to have more blog posts on a more regular basis. And Aruna, I think, is taking charge of that. Aruna, would you like to talk about that?
Yes. Hi, everybody. So we are going to publish blog posts on a regular basis, and we're looking for new and existing contributors who would like to express themselves creatively and share their opinions on Bisq in general and Bisq DAO. So if you're interested, please get in touch with me either on Bisq Slack channel or the Bisq community page, where we already have an announcement looking for writers. And I will work closely with you on throughout the whole process and help you with edits and reviews and take care of the publishing. So just bring your ideas and thoughts. And yes, and I hope that you are interested and you will join us. So yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
So there was one question on the blog earlier today. I think one of the members was asking what kinds of blog posts we're looking for, like conceptual, more technical. What would
I
you
think
say?
that there's a lot of freedom because we're going to do it most likely on a bi-weekly basis. So, and we're going to rotate between writers. So if you are interested in more technical aspects, you're welcome to write about that, or conceptual, or even if you have been a contributor for some time and would like to write about your experience as a contributor, that can be quite interesting. And it can be, the posts can vary in length and in kind of how technical they can get. And we can just arrange so that they can vary also across time.
Yeah. Okay. That sounds good. And I guess also to add to that, if you are any kind of contribution is appreciated. So even if maybe you don't consider yourself a good writer, or maybe English is not your first language or whatever, still feel free to reach out. There are people who would be more than willing to take an outline from you and turn that into a post, or maybe just an idea that you have and turn that into a post. So any capacity that you can help is much appreciated.
Yeah, and also,
sorry.
Go ahead. Also, it can be in different languages. If you're interested in writing in Spanish or Russian, we have a team of translators, and several contributors speak several languages, so they can assist you with that too.
Cool. Yeah, and of course, like everything in the Bisq space, if you contribute to the Bisq project, it's up for compensation as well. So
yes.
So that's so especially if you are not a person with an engineering or technical background and you always wanted to support Bisq, now is the time.
Yes, it's going to be quite a lot of fun because you can express yourself creatively and work with us. We will work together and be compensated for that.
Definitely. All right. So next topic. Any comments? So we have a release coming next week, a new release for the Bisq software. And I believe it's supposed to fix some bugs with the DAO and other things that maybe Christoph could cover.
Yeah, it's a huge release again. So we had our last release on 8th of January last month. And it will be the 0.94 release will be focused mainly on the DAO. So there are lots of bug fixes, improvements on the user interface side, but also just on the lower level. Also, we will see lots of improvements on the user interface as well. So yeah, I think it might be the last or second last release before we go live on mainnet. So if you are a contributor and you want to help test, because actually in the end, also if we screw this up, it means basically your contribution is worthless. So we really have to work together. Everyone test the Bisq DAO on testnet, find usability bugs, find technical bugs. It's tested quite well already. So there are a lot of people helping out, but yeah, I think it would be great to get more testers on board. On this release, for the first time, we will also enable the DAO section within the client. So until now, it was hidden. You were able to activate it by pressing Command D or Control D, depending on your operating system. And with this, the upcoming release, we will put it available, also visible for everyone. So I guess that might also help to spark interest. And with this release, we'll also have our first DAO page on the website, I think, Steve. Do you know on the progress regarding the website or the new DAO website?
Yeah, we're going back and forth on that. So Pedro, so I proposed some copy earlier this week, and Pedro integrated that copy into a design that he had. And I think we have a little bit more work to do. I think we might have to change the design a little bit and rearrange the layout a little bit to make it a little bit easier to understand. But we're getting there, and yeah, we'll have the website ready for the new release. For those of you who would prefer a gentle introduction to what the DAO is and how it works and what it does, we'll have that, and also planning on having a couple more materials, blog posts, and videos to go along with that to make it a little bit clearer and easier to understand what the DAO is.
Yeah, it's really kind of an exciting time, because I just recognized or realized that it's the DAO launch on mainnet. It's not far away, probably 1-2 months. And it will be super exciting for me. Because in my case, I worked on a Bisq network for Bisq basically full time for more than a year now. So let's see if the contribution is worth something in the end. But it's a great experience anyways. So we're not in there for the money anyways, everyone who contributed so far. But still, it should be a business model for the long run, to attract contributors, to compensate contributors, to be able to work full time for open source projects as well. So, and I think it's a really exciting project, product, and a new way how to monetize open source projects. So I'm quite excited.
Yeah, it is exciting. It's part of the reason I was initially so excited to join and help the project. It's not only been a great experience, but really a fascinating experiment. And like you said, open source projects, and just overall arranging ways to coordinate people to work together to accomplish some kind of a goal. It's a very interesting experiment in that direction. So looking forward to that. And I guess the last topic for today's upcoming events. So we had, and recent events. We had Nyman speak at FOSDEM. I think it was last week. The video is up on the FOSDEM website. Maybe I'll send a link to that right now in the chat, YouTube chat. I'm still waiting on permission from FOSDEM to actually upload the video to our YouTube channel. Assuming I get that, you guys watching on YouTube should be able to see that pretty soon, hopefully. And then as far as upcoming events go, we have an event in Atlanta this weekend. I'll be at to talk about the Bisq DAO, flying out tomorrow morning. And then a month from now, we're going to be at the Bitcoin Expo at MIT in Boston. I was just looking at the lineup for speakers there. It looks like a really, really good collection of people they have there that are going to be talking about all kinds of things about Bitcoin. So I guess if you're overseas, it might be a bit tougher, but if you're in the States or Canada, definitely try to make it out there. Looks like a great event. And I think that's it from my side. Anybody have anything to add?
Nothing special. Let's make it sweet and short. Use our time to test the DAO testnet and get the last small bug fixes done. Maybe someone who's watching us live has a question. We could wait a couple of seconds. But besides that, from my side, everything is looking good. I will spend this week, as of Friday, and the beginning of next week for testing. What will also be part of the next release, of course, we have lots of new assets and altcoins. There, I think it's the last time I counted was 15 new coins. We'll also introduce a couple of stable coins. So there's also changes on that side. But besides that, it will be a bug fix and a DAO release, which is the most important project for us at the moment.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. I would say wrap it up.
Cool. Yeah. Looks like we have Peter saying exciting stuff. But no other questions. We'll just wait maybe a second or two for folks to send anything in. And if not, we will call that a meeting, wrap it up, and see everybody here the same time next week.
Great.
Bye.
Thank you so much, Steve. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.